The name of the book is The School Revolution. And how are we going to, first give me the premise, and then how we get there.
Well, we have a broken system.
Yeah.
And we have to offer them something else. Now, homeschooling's been around for a while. In the 80s, we had to fight real hard to make sure they didn't close down all homeschooling, and that fight occurred in Texas. But most people now, and it's not just conservative, there's people from the other side of the spectrum who realize that the system isn't working. Every single day you see the violence in school, and kids getting out of school, and they go to college and they have to be taught how to write again and spell again. They have to learn their English. So the system is very much broken. And I go over that on the history, but also I want to have a curriculum that talks about the freedom philosophy and people thinking along these terms and have a different perspective on history, which you're very interested in, different perspective in history and economics, obviously, but also to change the atmosphere with the idea of getting young people prepared to either go to college or start their own business. And the easiest job is convincing people there's something seriously wrong with the system.
That's easy.
But unfortunately, in Washington, economics, things go bad, spend more money, print more money. And that's the way it is in education, too. They want to just spend more money on it.
The problem is, though, and I know this as a homeschooling dad, my wife feels the same way, it's terrifying because this whole society has taught you don't have a certificate. You're not smart enough. You can't do that. Let professionals. If I hear that one more time, let the professionals do it. Give me a break, man. Look what you've churned out. The system is churning out a bunch of people that cannot survive.
And homeschooling isn't like if I were required to homeschool. I happen not to have homeschooled, but let's say I was to homeschool in this day and age, and I've been through the sciences and medicine, but if I had to sit down and explain physics at this moment, I'd have to work at it. It isn't like the parent has to know every single thing. I mean, the instance that we have in the curriculum, we want people to be helped on the internet. That's what's so great about the internet. And there'll be lectures on the internet, and there'll be communication among the students on the internet. They'll be self-taught at their own pace with parental help. There's more guidance in the first 6 years, because they're not, they need more guidance. But later on, you've had the experience, and obviously you allowed your kids to make a little bit of decision on their own.
Yeah,
they go at their own pace. This instead of everybody does this and march them in and sit down, and some people describe it as prison. I thought, holy man, that's pretty much true. Walk in and sit in this chair and don't move.
Right. And go at everybody else's pace and learn at the average way when we're boxing everybody in.